All right. What is your name, your position, and your responsibilities?
So I'm Jerry Thompson, and I am the Chief Building Official for West Valley City. And my responsibilities entail basically ensuring that all construction meets the applicable building codes adopted by the state of Utah.
Beautiful. What are a couple of plan review best practices? Like, what is one of the main causes of most plan review delays that you see?
Sorry, I moved on you. One of the, I'm gonna move this closer so I can see it, because I can put my glasses on. One of the main causes of plan review delays is a communication between the designer and our plan reviewers. Specifically, either not answering, not responding, or realizing that communication has been given forward, or not understanding what is being asked from the plan reviewer. And stuff. So we promote communication with our plan reviewers, so that if there's ever a question as to what is being asked or was being required, that they can clarify that to more further extent, to try and smooth that review process down and make it go quicker.
Excellent answer. What tip would you give to ensure the success of a project during the construction phase?
The best point that I could give, or best tip for helping a project to go smoothly during construction, is actual communication and finding out who the inspector is on that project, and being there to communicate with them. We've had a couple of projects where the inspector will show up and the superintendent will say, it's just out there. But if the superintendent takes the time to say, hey, here's what we're looking at today, here's what we're doing, and go forward, things will go a lot more smoothly, and the inspector's not taken by surprise. He's able to see what is in the scope of work, and my scope of work will probably work right there. So he'll be able to see what's in the scope of work, and be able to, the project would be able to go along its critical path.
Very cool. And Bridget will make the edit on that. So
I figured you would.
simple.
So sorry.
Okay, so no, don't be sorry at all. This is really
That's what we're doing this
just
for.
kind of fun and chill. Okay, so if you were to pick a superpower, what would you pick between flying, teleporting, or invisibility?
Flying, I'm afraid that I would always...
Repeat the question.
Okay. If I were to pick a superpower that I would want, would it be flying, teleportation, or invisibility? Flying, I'm not so big on, because I'm sure I'd probably run to an airplane as I'm flying around, not paying attention. Transportation, my luck, I would snap and pop right into the middle of a wall or something. So I think invisibility would have to be where I would go with that one, because I could basically just walk out of the room and nobody would know I left.
The cloak of invisibility takes us back to Harry Potter. Okay, so last question. What is your favorite college football team, and why is it BYU?
Oh, that's it. What is my favorite college football team, and why is it not BYU? I think growing up, I did not even know that the University of Utah existed. My family was very staunch BYU fans. And it wasn't until I was in junior high that I had some friends that were talking about the University of Utah and going to see the Runnin' Utes. And at that point, I thought they were a professional team and stuff. And so the caliber has always gotten better and better with that. And I like the availability and locality of it. And it's a lot closer and easier to get into a football game at the University of Utah than it is down there in that traffic jam they call Provo.
Great answer. I'm going to throw one more curve at you.
Okay.
What was it that drew you to the construction industry and that eventually led you to be a building official at a city?
Wow, that's a history lesson. So what drew me into the construction industry and eventually to this position that I have as the building official for West Valley City? As a young boy, I would go to my grandfather's house, and he had a wood shop and would do wood carvings and wood toys and stuff. And one day I didn't like what he was doing. I said I wanted a little bit more detail into it than what he was proposing, just real quick. And so from that, there was kind of always a draw towards construction and making things. And then it's just a series of bad choices in life. And I stumbled into an engineering firm where we were doing some field testing. I was on lots of projects. From there, I became a building inspector working for a jurisdiction, and just have kind of worked my way learning along in the process over the last 25 years of how to communicate with people and express what is to be done on a project and how they can comply with the code to meet their project needs. And working hand in hand with people is one of the greatest things that I'm able to experience.
Appreciate that, Jerry. Thanks so much.
That was good.